I love futuristic racers. I'm a huge Wipeout fan. That's why I was excited to check out Quantum Rush Champions. It's a single-player game only, which is kind of a weird decision.
There are different modes here, and I think the main thing is the career mode that you can play in this one, because that's what's new here, the career mode, but there's really nothing special about it. There's nothing different that separates it from just the arcade mode, just like single races, and you can pick different ships before you go in, and you have different objectives, like you pick up boxes, or you want to destroy people on the track.
Those are the only really interesting additions to the game, and it kind of brought me back to the Diddy Kong racing days, where they threw in all kinds of weird stuff, but it made that game so much richer and fuller. One of the modes is a courier mode, where you actually have to pick up more boxes along the track than your opponents. And then you also have boss battle modes. It's not just beat the boss, so you got to wipe them out, you got to shoot them. But now let's talk about the problems, because I think the major issue with this game is that the combat is just not enjoyable. The AI, even on the easiest difficulty settings, it finds a way to get the hell out of town really quickly. It's very easy for your opponents to get lost in the environment.
I'm glad you're saying this, because I thought that I was just terrible, because that happens a lot with me when I play video games. I just end up feeling really terrible about myself because I'm terrible. But every time I finished, the game would always tell me, you can do better. Like, you're right, I probably could do better, but I also maybe could have done better if my ship didn't go off the track and then was stuck in some kind of weird animation thing where it definitely was a glitch in the game.
Sometimes you're whipping around these corners super fast, as you want to do in these types of anti-gravity racers, and the track design is just not conducive to fun. I mean, I feel like it's designed well for a different kind of game, maybe an off-road racing type of experience, but for this kind of thing, you want a little bit more precision, and you want to feel like you're banking around the curves, kind of speedboat style.
There are modes where you actually can go faster, but you only go as fast as you can go if you don't hit anything. So I was hitting walls, but not even realizing that I was hitting the walls, because it doesn't seem like it when you're grazing them. But then I would always have to go back to 1, even though my meter had gone up so much. I would have to go back to 0 again.
Don't take the damage mode, which is also a pretty interesting mode.
It is.
I think that this is still a work in progress.
Yes, for sure.
You know, I just wish that they could just embellish it, make it live a little bit better, and be closer to something like Wipeout. What are you going to give Quantum Rush Champions?
I'm sorry, this game is not worth it. It gets a 4.
Yeah, it gets a 5 from me.